Maya Angelou, an American poet, memoirist, and civil rights activist once said, "There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you." So here's mine. I'm a 20 years old girl who is lost in this big old crowd that is the world. I'm different, yet the same. I see and think things differently because I feel everything so deeply. But as many of you, life had made me go through tough experiences, which made me become a better me. But I still feel like a mess, like I'm incomplete. I was a naive, too sensitive, and shy person with no self-confidence. As a tour of cards, hard to build, yet easy to crash. But I still feel like a mess that is torn between the four quadrants of our brain: analytical, creative, organized, and sensitive. I'm analytical, so I always overthink everything, sometimes even the silliest things. I'm organized, or at least I'm trying to be. In fact, I enjoy having everything perfectly planned in advance. And I'm creative, seeking creativity through drawings, singing, rapping, dancing, and writing. And last but not least, I am sensitive. It is certain that I have long battled with this quadrant in my life. And I did by going through the 5 stages that we go through in every situation. First denial, then anger, fear, depression, and finally acceptance. But I have finally come to the point where I've mastered it. It's neither a quality nor a flaw. It's a part of who I am. With all of this, it may seem that I have everything figured out. But I couldn't have been more wrong and more lost than I already am. See, when you have a brain like mine that overthinks everything over and over again, analyzing everything, creating answers for my unanswerable questions, and feeling literally everything, you inevitably end up finding yourself lost. Nevertheless, I have came to a point where I don't want to live as we're supposed to be in our little comfort zone when you need to study to get a good job and gain money and have a family of your own. No, I want to be more than that. I want to make a change. I want to make this world a better place. And what a better way to start to make a change than by getting real about a topic that has badly been characterized for a long time by the whole society. This latter is depression. Many people link it to sadness, but it's, in fact, a major depressive disorder. And I first thought of giving you the whole definition of a major depressive disorder. But it's something that anyone can find on the internet. So instead, I'm going to put you on the shoes of a depressed person and showing you how depression messes up your mind from the moment you open your eyes to the moment you go to bed. Let's take as an example a college student, so as many of us can relate. It's Monday. You're tired, you woke up late for class, and you're still moving at a slow motion. But that's only the surface, because deep inside, depression is whispering in your ears. Look at you. Really? This is the best you could do today? You're such a lost case. And are you really wearing this? You look so fat in that outfit. And don't get me started with your hair. It looks like you've been held hostage in a cave. But then you manage to go to class. But depression never stops. It's like a service working for 24 hours for 7 days. It's shouting, "Look at these people. See how they're social, funny, and happy with their lives? Nothing near what you are. Why do you even bother to go to class anyways? You're stupid. It's not like you will achieve anything in your life. Your existence means nothing. But then you're in class. You can't follow anything. There is a war going on in your head, and it just doesn't seem to end. But it's not just in class. Or in your room when you're alone. It's everywhere, wherever you go. It's following you like your shadow at night, constantly reminding you that you're worthless, hopeless, and helpless. Days passes, weeks passes, then months. So you start to lose appetite or gain, depending on how you feel. You lose taste on the things and activities you used to love. You lose motivation to do anything. You lose hope. But the biggest challenge is that you know that the voices inside your head are not real. It's not working. But you know that the voices inside your head are not real. But maybe they're so persuasive or then again, so persistent that you start to believe them more and more as time goes by, till it becomes your truth in your head. And as if all of this wasn't hard and horrible enough, you still need to deal with the fact that depression is stigmatized by the whole society, which leaves you unable to talk and open up about it, about your illness. Yes, an illness. Depression is a disorder that affects you mentally and physically. And it's not like when you have the flu or a stomachache. You just can heal from it quickly, and there's no quick cure for it. But that's not the only problem. The thing that gets on my nerves is that societies have built up a little box around depression. A box of shame, deny, and rejection. Shame, because you shouldn't be depressed in the first place. As if you could control it. As if you could end it whenever you want it. As if it was just a phase. And deny, because you're not depressed. You're just stressed or tired. And rejection, because you're not fun to be around. You always look sad, and you do not fit in the criteria of society. You're just a weirdo. But if you still can't get my point, let me give you an example. You're with your supposedly friends, and here she looks at you and say, "Come on, cheer up, you're fine." And you reply with a smile, but inside it's a big fake smile, because you want to cry, you want to shout, but it just feels like you'll take an eternity to explain yourself. So you just reply with saying, yeah, I'm just tired, it's okay. But you can't understand how people can get the way you are, so it's killing you slowly inside, and slowly killing you inside, because you want to get this all out of your head, but you can't. And depression is still in control, and it's whispering, "Are you crazy? Do you want to tell people about your problems? You're lonely and boring. Go kill yourself already. It will give us all a break." Yes, my speech may be harsh, but we need to get real about depression. Because if we do not break the hush, depression will keep on taking more and more lives every year. But for those of you who knows a friend who's depressed but don't know how to act, don't worry, you don't have to prepare a speech for it. You just need to say the following 5 words. I am here for you. And mean them. And then just let them come to you and explain themselves. And for those of you who are feeling depressed, listen to my words carefully. I have been there, and I know how it feels. But you need to stand and fight, because this is not the last chapter of your life. This is not the end. Because you're better than this. Because you're strong and worthy of a happy life. Because you are enough. Thank you.